Happy Monday night, everyone. So this is still so much a work in progress. It's not quite the way we want it yet, but this is going to be our new studio. We're trying to put things up that have things from travels or from for our studio otherwise. But I want to point out first, see this right here? That sign right there? That's for Maria Linda McCrodden. So that's our Let's Go Travel Tips sign. So it's nice to see all of you. If you have suggestions for me, let me know. Books are still a mess, and I haven't quite got everything down here yet that I wanted to have down here. Yeah. So it's it's just we're gonna get it all set up how we want it. This has been our children's library before now, so we've had a lot of books as they've grown up on all the walls here, and so I rearranged a little bit, sent some of their books with them. Still have a lot, but anyway, we're so I'll bring
rockets too. Okay, we got them all.
We have everything here. Anyway, happy Monday night to talk about cruising. It is so nice to see all of you here. Tim and Cindy, you guys won. You're the first here. So and I am looking for private tours. You have not slipped my mind at all. I'm looking for that.
So as we develop, like she said, work in progress, we'll explain, like we said, that where that came from, but we'll explain what other things are as we
move along here. So you can see there's Stanley, this little celebrity hat they gave last time I was on board. There's his girlfriend. Oh, we should put his girlfriend down by him.
Yeah.
Why do we have them on separate shelves? Anyway.
That wasn't our doing. We've had help.
We've had
a lot of help.
Little help, big help. So tell me, everybody, what are you excited about today? I'll tell you what I'm excited about, and then we'll get to all of the comments. So as we think about traveling, and this is not a political talk, we are not talking politics. If you do, I'm going to delete it. Just with everything going on in the world, as we have watched, I have just held my breath and thought, and it's very petty of me to worry about travel in world affairs, but I do. And so I just wanted to say how delighted I am to hear about the ceasefire this afternoon. So happy that hopefully everything will be okay on all of the travels that we've got booked anywhere in the world, any of us in the Let's Go family and people not in the Let's Go family. Thought that was really great news, and hopefully people can plow ahead with what they want to do, get to go see their family, do all the things they want. So I'm just really happy about that. After just worrying about everything. We've got Let's Go family member coming on our Egypt cruise in 2 years, and I've just been holding my breath thinking 2 years is a long time away. So many things can start and end in 2 years, and so hopefully everything will be okay, that we'll get to go. And really important in that mix is for Princess, Carnival, Norwegian, Alma Waterways, Viking, anybody in the world, they are really conscientious of where they take their guests.
Oh, absolutely.
And that makes me really, that's like another layer of security in addition to my worrying about it and keeping an eye on everything. So anyway, I'm happy about that. So Matt, good to have you with us, and David and Christy, always a pleasure to see you too. We've got Larry and Christine here. Nice to see you guys. I owe you a reply. And there's our Hetty back home again, super hot in the DC area. I think I saw a headline today that like 28 states have really high temperatures. Did you see that? 28.
Yeah. And whereas yesterday we dropped down to.
We did. We've been in the upper 90s. We've hit 100 already. And yesterday was like 60 something. So it felt cold. But
and today was still 75.
Yeah. So anyway, so Kathy, so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. And yes, everybody, as Christy says, thumbs up, please. Every time I say that, I feel funny, but please, thumbs up. Thank you. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Phil and Sue, so nice to see you. And there's Carrie. Last day on the Grand. Lots of travel upcoming, though. I am so excited. I'm excited for you, Carrie. Good. And I think I'm sorry that Holland America did you wrong. But welcome to coming on Princess a little bit more. I am all for going on the ship that's taking me where I want to go. And also if somebody is going to, more than one is going, I like Princess a lot. So I'll stick with that for now. Kay, always good to have you with us. Let's see. Lolly, good to have you. They're in Hyde Park, New York.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. They're going to go to Connecticut on Wednesday. Crazy heat happening up there, too.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody remember to be careful in that heat. I know I'm speaking to the choir here, but be really careful. Be really careful. So, Christine Douglas, nice to have you here. Welcome. We're really happy you came.
Yeah.
We hope you stay. And Kathy, happy summer from the Ozarks. Nice to see you, Kathy. And if anybody is wondering, so Kathy had seen, she sent me an email the other day. She had seen a thing on YouTube making her think that perhaps she needed to have a visa to go anywhere else on that Antarctica cruise. So they're doing the cruise tour. So if you're going to Brazil, you have to have a visa. But for the rest of the trip, you do not. So just a heads up to everybody if you're going. Oh, thank you so very much, Shoshana, Lou, and Fisher. Thank you. Oh my goodness, you just booked a Majestic Princess for the European Capitals 2027 as bar mitzvah. What a wonderful way to celebrate. So how's the Teen Scene Beach Club on Princess? You know what? We weren't cruising when our children were that age. But people that I know now that go and take children that age, those kids really enjoy it. And I think that's really an important thing to note, because so often people look at like your Royal Caribbean, especially your bigger, even the smaller Norwegians, but the bigger, newer Norwegians have so much, all of the different things, the water slides and the racetrack and all of that. And while that is very, very fun, I feel like Princess does do a really good job. And I've said before that I've seen, kids in the main dining room asking their parents if they can please go back to the kids club. But I have now and again, actually on formal night or other evenings after dinner in the piazza, I'll hear a teenager say to their parent, well, I'm going to head back to the club now. Yeah. And there's their friends with them and away they go. And so I really do think they do a good job. And I'm going to do a whole video about this, but I want to share with you because it's so apropos. Our Let's Go family member, Emil, was just on the Enchanted Princess. And he was saying that one evening he went back, I can't remember which lounge it was, but he went to one because they were supposed to be having music and dancing and all of that. And so when he got there, it was a bunch of teenagers in there dancing and playing and having a good time. And they said, you have to leave because this is just set aside for them. You can't go, you can't be here. So he went ahead, went clear to the back, sat down at the bar, and they came again and said, no, you have to leave the room. And so I think that is really important to know, that they really do a good job, not just like with the programs they run and the activities for the kids, but they really are very secure with them. Like I don't have any videoing inside of a teens club, the kids club, any of their 3 levels of children's programs that they have, because you can't go in there. And that makes me really happy, because we shouldn't be in there unless you have a child that is in that place and you sign in to get to go in with them. And then they're there with you, keeping their eye on you, and you leave. That's the only time it's appropriate. An adult shouldn't be in there if they don't have kids in there. And I just think it's really great what they do. So, so which sailing did you book?
European capitals.
I know. 2027. There's more than one. So tell us which one you booked, because we're doing the one as a group. So if you happen to be on our sailing and you see us, you can say hi. But we're on the October 4th. So yeah, we're really tickled. Let us know what other questions you have. What a great way.
2nd.
Pardon?
July 2nd.
July 2nd. Oh, that makes sense to have children out of school.
Yeah. And there will be more kids there as well, too. So.
Yeah, that's a really important thing, too. There'll be lots. Every time we go in the summer, you start off the cruise and the kids go to the thing. But you know what? A couple of days in, you notice them whereas they were doing activities before, like I've seen them do like scavenger hunts and other things like that. Pretty soon they're just hanging out together because they're friends now. And I think that's just terrific. So there you go. So thanks. Let's see. Christine says, Larry is logged in as himself tonight. Thank you. You know what? I appreciate it because it gives us another viewer. So thank you. YouTube pays such attention to all of these little things that we don't even think about, like thumbs up. Yeah. It seems like in the year 2025, it should be something more sophisticated, doesn't it? But it is. So
in the meantime, thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up, everybody. So yeah, nice to see you, Shelly. They're having a cool down. It's only 94, she says. Oh. Did I say hi to Justine? You and Scott. Good to have you guys here. Let's see. Susan Jackson, nice to see you with us. And Shoshana is there in Southern California. Bruce, Hey there. Nice to have you. So everybody's saying hi to everybody. Melody, here's our girl who's ready to go cruising. I'm in withdrawal. And I want to say, so you know what? Princess has not been sending out booking confirmations today. And yesterday, I try not to work on Sunday, but I did for a minute, and one didn't come for that. And then on Saturday I was having trouble. So I feel like putting that out there because I have some emails and I know people are waiting on me. So I even called the people I work with and I hung up with them like 5 minutes to the top of the hour here so that I could ask if he was getting them. So just so you know, I'm keeping an eye on my email, and once they start, and I've tried sending them to 2 emails as well in case it was one email giving me trouble. So anyway, just throwing that out there. I haven't forgotten. Okay. So let's see. Anna EP, nice to have you with us. Kathy Mills, nice to have you.
So Phil and Sue are going on Oceana Riviera
Thursday
for
Alaska. Well, let us know how it
Yeah.
goes. Yeah, you'll have to tell us. Thank you. Oh, there's Linda and Al. Nice to have you with us from Warm. Yeah. Anyone else on the East Coast with extreme heat? I think Tim and Cindy have really hot heat. They sent me a hot heat. They sent me a thing today. They've got a heat advisory going. Oh, Carrie, you be careful, and thanks for your updates. Yeah, go enjoy your last night on the ship. Yeah. It's really fun. It's nice to have you here, though. Holly, nice to see you. Oh, she's there in Iowa where it's steamy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, there's Ray.
There's Ray.
Thermometer said 102. Do you see the sign right there? So, yeah. We need to rearrange. Now that I'm like looking at what shows up a lot, I'll move some books. But I was trying to like curate some of my books so that it would match. So we're still working on this. But we just thought if we didn't make the leap, we'd never get there.
Yeah.
So tell us what you think. If you have suggestions, like throw them out. Tell us. Those like little gold streamers, like right there. Those are from when I got to be on the inaugural, the naming ceremony for the Beyond. So I saved that.
This is the Island Princess.
That's the Island Princess up there. No. That's the Coral Princess. Yeah, we have that because when we were, just on the Coral Princess going through the Panama Canal, we hooked up the camera and just let that live go all day long for anybody that wanted to follow through, because we admit we watched some people's really long videos going to places, and so we really enjoyed those. So we wanted to do that whenever we can, and the captain of the Coral Princess saw that. Don't remember his name off the top of my head, but anyway, he sent that to our cabin to say thanks. On the last night, we got back after everything, and there it was sitting there waiting for us. So it's really special. So let's see. Code 4 for life. How are you guys doing? They're from the Westerdam, just checking in. They're having an amazing cruise with an amazing crew. I am so glad. We did see your comment saying that the food just does not match up to what you had on the Koningsdam and the Eurodom. Yeah. That's really interesting. But I just wonder, like, how much do you think it is like the head chef? Or like what his team looks like? I often wonder that because, even on Princess, you can go and you can have dishes that, they have on all the different ships. And sometimes they taste really different, or are presented differently. I don't know. So anyway, thanks, Justine. Oh, Linda says that it's hot in Georgia as well.
Well, if you think about it, when we're cooking, you cook something and it's this grand thing. And it's very tasty. When I cook something, it's just sustainable. So, yeah,
yes,
I think.
Well, you would think so, though. Somebody, sweetheart, like that's a chef or working in the kitchen. I don't know. I don't know. We just noticed your comment, Don and Scotty, and sorry it hasn't measured up, but it looks like you said everything else has. Alaska's beautiful, and the crew is wonderful. So I'm glad you're having a good time anyway. Yeah. So,
I just had to tell everybody you're a wonderful cook.
So, thanks, dear.
We're having baked potatoes tonight. I wrapped them in
foil in the oven for us.
In the oven.
Yeah.
Tells you how.
It's because we took a roast in the crock pot to the kids yesterday, and they didn't want all the gravy. So I was like, oh, we'll just make potatoes. Yeah. So and use that. Let's see. So Fiona, nice to see you. And here it is morning your time.
Yeah.
I hope your day's off to a nice start. It's really good to see you, Fiona. We're looking forward to seeing you again in person.
Is Toronto in 41.
Yeah. And
Celsius.
Ellen,
wow.
So good to see you, Ellen. I hope, is Marge around? I don't know, but it's good to see you. It's hot there where she is too. Oh, so Fincian said made their deposit for the Oktoberfest European capitals on the Majestic in October 2027. That's okay. You use your travel agent. And you know what? I am going to throw this out there. And I'm glad you said that, because if you have a travel agent you love, that's awesome. And I do have some people that if they want to be in the group, they book with me because they want to be in the group, and then they keep their travel with their other travel agent, which I completely respect. So thanks for saying that. That's just great. And anybody that needs anybody for anything else, you got me. But thanks for saying, and I'm glad you're coming. You'll have to say hey. So let's
Betty talking
Betty,
about what you're saying
sweetheart.
about travel is not petty.
Yeah, and you're right. You can care about one thing at a time. I care more about where people are living and that they're safe and that they're happy and that their families are. But it's really nice also to be able to get to go see places. And people need us to come and see their places. I know some places have too much tourism, but I know that there's a lot of places that are opening because they really need that in their economy, and they need that. Like I've said before, a lot of times tourism brings money that impacts like their living circumstances, that they can have good food to eat that's clean and safe and enough, and education for their people. So it's a big deal. Thanks so much for saying that, Betty.
And it's all about the people. Well. It's all about the people.
It is. So let's see. Christine Douglas says they're going to travel in August on Holland America from Montreal to Boston.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That sounds lovely. Yeah, really nice. So Clyde, nice to see you and Sue up there. Sunny Seattle, and it is hot in Virginia, Melody says.
Oh, Lily, that's nice.
Nice to see you.
We love to have you.
Yeah. Oh, Bruce has rain now to end the heat. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is going to be really hot for so many people. So just plan to stay in if you can. Yeah. Cruising with Pat and Rich. How are you doing, Pat and Rich? They've only got 110 days until they get on the Royal Princess for their next cruise.
Nice.
Very exciting. So Valerie from Southern California. So good to see you. Let's see. Aloha, Alexandria. Nice to see you from Maui. Yeah. Oh, Becky is excited for the 89 with light trade winds. Oh my goodness. That sounds just heavenly. Just heavenly. Yeah. Soak that up for me, would you? That just sounds lovely, Alex. I'm glad you and John are there and doing good. So and Becky's 145 days. I am really excited. So Gordon's got his Love Boat shirt on from last time.
Yep.
So I think we're going to do bags. Well, no, I have to, unless somebody really bad wants a shirt for the British Isles cruise. Anybody coming on that has time to tell me if you want me to rearrange and put it on a shirt instead of a bag. I was thinking a bag, I'll bring one to my live next time. Remind me, those bags that are so popular in Europe right now, made out of fabric, and they're maybe like this big, and you just take them with you. Gentlemen use them, ladies use them, and you can put things you bought in there, or your extra bottle of water and your umbrella, whatever you want. That's what I was thinking. But for the Love Boat cruise, we're going to do shirts again because they're just so much fun. And that cruise works really good to get to wear a t-shirt, once or twice, however many times, or rinse it out and wear it again. So, Jean, so good to see you. How are you? Very hot in Massachusetts. I'm happy to see you here. Thanks for coming. Jody, granddaughters age 3 and 13 are here. Oh my goodness. That's okay. You enjoy those sweet girls. I'm really happy they're there with you. You just enjoy, just enjoy your girls.
Always going to go fishing on her.
Crossing her fingers.
An excursion. That'll be fun.
Oh, I hope you can. You would think there would be a lot of fish there that want to be caught because the water's going to be getting colder and colder.
Oh yeah, they're all swimming around going, pick me.
Yeah. So, here, we'll answer this question, and then we got to make sure we talk about the fun things from my video today. Let's see.
Currency.
Currency. Can you tell us what you do to get currency for your international cruises? Do you have a credit card that does not charge additional fees? Well, Gordon, would you mind finding my video? Or didn't I do a video about talking about currencies? Anyway,
so.
I'll still tell you, but
Yeah.
maybe I'll forget things that I put in there. So what I usually do is go to the bank here, and it's usually your bigger banks that will have the currency services. So we have one here. And to give you an idea, we live an hour south of Salt Lake City. So about 15 minutes north of us is a town that has a branch of the bank. And if I want very much money, I just have to ask in advance and they will bring it down. If you want a lot of currency, then we just have to go to the main branch in Salt Lake. So what I always do, and people always ask me an amount, I'm going to be honest, I don't leave. Like if I'm going to Europe, I don't leave without $500 of euros. I just don't. And depending like on where we eat, on the taxis we take, on the things that we do, often I have that money when I come back, but not always. Because if you go on a cruise in Europe, you want to give your stewards the tips in euros, right? Because they can't spend dollars there. You want to give it in the currency. And so like if you're going on a British Isles cruise, it's appropriate to give it like in sterling, pound sterling, or you can give it like euros will still work in a lot of places. And often those cruises circle around. But if I know I'm doing the British Isles, I take pounds. If I'm going to Norway, I take euros. And because Norway will take euros, often the exchange rate's not as good. Like they'll charge you more for something if you're going to buy it in euros rather than in their Norwegian kroner. But anyway, so that's what I do. I usually go to the bank. When we went last year, like last March, we went to Athens to see the new Sun Princess, and we'd been crazy busy. And you might remember I came home and was home a day, and then we left from getting a new grandbaby. So I forgot to do that. So right there at the Athens airport, I just used the ATM. The line was super long at the the little office thing where they'll change your currency for you. And so I just used the ATM and got some money. And you do pay more for it that way. And they did have a bank ATM, like they have a few different ATMs there. So the exchange rate is better if you can use a bank ATM, number one. And number two, when you're getting money out of an ATM or you're doing charges, like when you're buying something somewhere, whether it's food or an item, whatever, and they say, well, do you want it in US dollars? No, you want it in the local currency because you'll get a better exchange rate that way. So that's how I do it. Right now, yeah, I have a credit card that doesn't. I have a credit card that doesn't. I have a Visa that doesn't charge an extra exchange rate. So that's what we usually use. My American Express that I like to use a lot with Delta, I need to look at it again before I go because maybe it changed from last year. Last year, I feel like it wasn't very high at all, but I've gotten so I don't. I don't worry about that quite as much. But if you're going to buy something like big, that's a really big deal.
It is, yeah.
So, and it can all add up. So that's what I would say. Look around and see if you see a credit card that does, if you're going to travel a lot. Like I wouldn't get a credit card if you're not going to travel a lot to somewhere that uses different currency. But I always just want to have some money. And if we are traveling somewhere, just like in an emergency. So if we take 500 euros with us to Europe and we are somewhere and we get down so that we have just like 100 left, I always get some more. I would rather have some and save it for another time that I go than have an emergency and wish that I had more. And a lot of times, like it's good to pay taxis. A lot of them will take credit cards and that works, but a lot of them will charge you extra to take cards either in fees or sometimes they just jack up the price if you want to pay. So I just always like if, they say, oh, the fare is like 35 euros. I just give them 40. Unless they're really, really helpful and I have a lot of bags, then I give them more. But if I just have one bag and they're just average, then I just give them 40. But that's how I do it. So tell me what other questions you have, Christine, or if anybody has other questions.
Tim just asked, will guest services able to exchange currency?
You know what? I'm sure they'll charge you for it. Yeah, Tim, I'll talk to you. I'll get currency for you because we're going together. And I know you're good for it. But
we'll
I would say
half.
No, we won't charge any. So, but you know what? Can anybody answer that? I have not asked for a while, but I've heard that it's harder to get guest services. Sometimes they don't have enough. I've heard that from a few people last year. Haven't heard from anybody this year. So if anybody knows, ask, and I'll answer, and I'll try to find out when we go. Okay. I'll ask because we'll be on Princess in August over there. So I'll ask about the currency. I do know that the ATMs that they have on board give US dollars. And so far, I'll have to tell you about Viking. I'm so excited to try out Viking and tell you about it when we go in July. But I do know on Azamar is the only ship I've ever been on before that I've used an ATM that they say you can have euros or you can have dollars, which I thought was really nice.
Yeah.
So I got euros because I wanted euros, but it was nice that then I didn't have to go try to change it at guest services if they would or somewhere else.
Linda has a follow-up question. She's going to be on the Star for the second sailing.
Right after
planning
us.
to tip the staff in US dollars because they end up in the US.
You're on the inaugural. Yeah, that would be okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I just always think about where they're going to be.
Right.
That's how I do. So I think dollars is perfect.
Yeah.
That's even better than euros because you're going to leave. And then they are, like you said, they're going to be here. And so we're going to be on that sailing. So you get in, is it the 7th? It is the 7th. You get in, well, I don't know. You get here on the 5th and then we're on the 7th. I need to look at that schedule again, but I'm really excited. We're on right after you for our 2 cruises.
Is she on the one that's transatlantic?
Yeah, but that comes to here, comes to Fort Lauderdale, and then we're on a 3-day and then a 5-day.
Right.
So, yeah.
3-day, 5-day. Yeah.
Oh, Colette, I am so sorry. Gordon, remind me to reply to Colette as soon as we're done. Thank you. I've spent half my day requesting confirmations for things that I had to make changes for and things I owed people. And Gordon said, "Are you okay?" And I was a little out of sorts, and it took me a minute to put my finger on why. So anyway, let's see. Wish I was in Glacier Bay. That's nice, Dennis. It's a good way to think about it. Yeah. Let's see. I'll make sure I'll follow up. Oh, you're going to go Thursday on Oceana. Hey, are you guys on the same cruise? Maybe. Oh, maybe you'll have to see each other. Oh, how fun is that? If you're both on our Facebook group, you could say hi and say, see you at the,
someplace.
Oh, that would be really fun.
Yeah.
Really fun. So let's see. Okay. Mitch says her son recently booked a cruise on the Sun for October. He embarks from Athens. Oh my gosh. Embarks in Athens, disembarks in Barcelona. Any recommendations or a must do or see on the ship? Yeah, go early to Athens.
Yeah.
Go early to Athens. That's my best advice for the whole thing. But truly, and you know what? I very much respect different people like different things. I had the pleasure of talking to someone today that went to Greece, loved Greece, not the cuisine so much. And like, I'm somebody, I could eat Greek food like any day. So it just shows that everybody likes different things. And that's perfection because that's why we're all here together. So, well, I would say with the Sun Princess, a few things, really stand out to me. I would say try Spellbound. If he hasn't, I would say take a look and try, if they enjoy specialty dining, that's the perfect ship to do it. Spend time up on the Lido by the pool because that's, it's really different there than it is on the other princess ships. And I think they did a really nice job with it. I don't know. To me, if you're going to be going from Greece over Athens to Barcelona, the highlight is the places you're going to go rather than the ship. That's me, but it's a beautiful ship. So I always give the advice to people, walk around and see the whole ship the first day.
Yes.
Just know what's there so that you don't find something amazing on the last day or the second to the last day and thinking, I could have been enjoying this and I haven't. So go see the dome, go see just everywhere on the ship. It's beautiful and it is different. So you want to just go and see all the beautiful sitting areas that they've got. It's really a nice ship. Other than that, just I'm excited for him to get to go out of Athens. Let us know if you have other questions.
I just put a link over on the thing there. It's our first day in Athens last year that we went. So the video that we did. And then there's another link I did a little further up that was the currency one.
Okay, thank you, dear.
So those are both there.
All righty. Nice to see you, Emil. He says, good evening. A clarification is required. Did I miss something in the video today? Do you want it now or post live text? You can tell everybody now. What did I forget? So thanks, Emil, very much. So watch for his comment and we'll catch it in a second. Gordon, you watch so we can clarify that. Hey, Sherry, nice to see you. Does Princess still offer the option of a pre-cruise hotel? Yes. Yep, they do. Princess still offers that. Here's the tricky part. They have pages on their website that lists the different hotels they use in different cities, and it's not accurate. And some of them might be right, but some of them are wrong. And so it'll vary some by cruise. And it also really varies by cruise about how early those are available. So I would say ask anybody wanting to do that, ask your travel agent. And really the value in that is just if you're going to fly in the day before and you would like the luxury of them meeting you at the airport, taking you to the hotel, and then the next morning taking you to the ship. And in some cities, it's amazing how much more they cost. And in some cities, it's not bad at all. And then you have to remember to include the cost of the excursions that you're saving that money as you book that anyway. So you can just have them add that for you. It is really nice. But if you're going to come in like 3 or 4 days before and you want to do that, you can like book yourself extra nights at the same hotel, and then they'll take you down on the day of embarkation. Does that help? So if you book the Princess pre-hotel, but you're coming in early, then you enter your flight arrangements or have your travel agent do it into your booking so that Princess knows where you are and when you're coming in, and then they'll just know that you're going to be at that hotel for that pre-night. Then they'll still take you down. And in some places, that's pretty awesome. So I think it's handy anywhere, but some places I think it really simplifies getting around. So, all righty. So Michael, have some questions to ask when we have a chance tonight. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, just let me know. Just send me a text when we're done. All righty. Not worried. Waiting patiently. Thank you, Melody. I didn't want you and Lee to forget. You're like, please send that. And I'm like, okay. I just can't get it this time. All righty. Mitch Pet, nice to have you. Wish Princess had specific charms to add to my bracelet. Would like to collect them from each ship. Oh, yeah. I have all these marketing ideas for Princess. I don't work for them, clearly. They should ask me. Because I have thought, there are so many things we could do with that. And, I just this summer when we were on the Sapphire Princess to Alaska, I was in there because, they always do the little sets of charms for, Alaska. And some people were there and they're like, oh, we'd like some new ones. And there were like 3 new ones that I don't have, but I don't really wear those bracelets. And so I probably don't keep track of them as much as I could. I've given one like to our daughter-in-law and our daughter, but anyway, that enjoys them. But people would really enjoy if they had them for destinations, if they had them for the different ships, people would buy those. And they make money doing them. So yeah, thank you. That's a really nice idea. Thanks for bringing it up. Patty says it's really hot there in North Carolina tomorrow and very humid. And Patty, you heard what I said about those confirmations. So, I'm not forgetting. Craig, oh, nice to have you here. Hello from Craig and Holly. So good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, cruising Chris M. Oh, you're in Orlando. I am so excited for you. You're going to have to tell us about your cruise and about your whole trip. So Holly says, any suggestions for hotels in Boston for the group cruise next July near the airport or port? So we've stayed at the Embassy Suites several times before. We stayed at the Hilton this time, right at the airport, Logan Airport Hilton and Logan Airport Embassy Suites. And you know what? The Hilton costs a whole lot more, but the rooms are no better. Those Embassy Suite rooms are really nice, and it's actually even a little bit closer. If you're going to rent a car while you're there, it's a little bit closer. It's closer to walk to the airport as well from the Embassy Suites. You can walk to the Hilton. They both have shuttles that they run, so that's okay. There's a Yotel. I have not stayed there. Yotel that people have talked to me about there. There's several places you can look at just right downtown there. I would say if you're wanting to try to save a little bit of money, look at the Metro line, the T there in Boston. And if you can see places along the way or even a little further out, like I talked to you guys about that Hampton Inn there in Cambridge, it's right there at Leechmere. Like you walk across the street and you're there at the metro station. And so that makes it really easy to get around.
There's a Fairfield and a Holiday Inn.
A Holiday Inn just across the street. Yeah. So there's a lot of hotels right in there. There's a Marriott right there in Cambridge by the, what's that other metro station?
Kendall.
Yeah, Kendall Square. Thanks. And so that's what I would do, Holly. So the ones that we stayed at so much this time, you would need a rental car to do. But that Yotel right there, and just kind of look over by the port area. And as you walk along, we were looking, and it's about 0.7 of a mile from where like that Yotel is in the cruise port area over to where you really start doing sightseeing things there. And so, but like if I was going to walk around all day in that heat, I would maybe like take an Uber over, they have taxis too, over to where it is that you want to start your sightseeing and go from there, and then walk a lot after. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I would say. So tell me if you have more specific questions.
And I just put
Did Emil reply yet?
No.
Okay.
He's
Maybe
he just barely came up. But anyway, I just put in 2 links to some of our hotels things in Boston. So Emil says the Princess credit card will still give 2 points for every Princess purchase made. The redemption value is now reduced to 1%, making other cards equally or more attractive.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. I'll clarify that tomorrow too. Okay, got that, everybody? Okay, it'll still give you twice as much basically, huh? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, okay, remind me to talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. Put that on my list, dear. Thank you. So, thank you very much. I misunderstood. Clearly,
well,
thank you. Thank you very much.
It's all very
for
confusing.
Telling me. It is. So anyway, I would just still say, like the paper said, and like I said earlier, if you have many like points sitting there, that you want to redeem, do it before August 1st, by, July 31st, so that you get the most bang for your points. That's what I would say. So thanks. Let's see. Curtis Slang, so nice to have you with us. 6 days until Chris's Utopia of the Seas in Florida for a convention. Well, you enjoy that convention. This is really funny. So I've been to Orlando several times for conventions when the children were growing up. A couple, like 3 or 4 times for DECA. You guys know DECA, the business one. We had 2 children that did that. And a lot linked with science fair things and like winning things like long story there. But anyway, I remember that convention center very fondly. The hotels around there, a bunch of restaurants. It's a fun place, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've booked her in a number of places.
Let's see.
And it always came that she was the one that had to go with them because I had to work.
And take care of the others, whoever was home. Yeah. So let's see. And he's fine with that. Yeah. So you're not picked on, please.
No, I'm not picked on. I do like to tease her that she's been to Florida more times than me.
That's okay. But one year I went 5 times, and I didn't go on a cruise once. It was before we cruised. Yeah. 5 times with children. Okay, let's see. 71 days until Tim and Cindy and David and Christy have their Alaska cruise. I'm really glad.
Good.
Let's see. Cooler in Florida. That is saying something than in Indiana.
Wow.
So Patty's excited for the Love Boat Cruise. I am so excited for the Love Boat Cruise. It's just going to be plain fun. Just a lot of fun. So I like you guys saying hey to each other. Hey, Jerry, it's nice to see you. And Barbara, they counted on their tracker app, and there were 27 cruise ships between Seattle and Anchorage. Oh, my goodness. I can see why people think there are too many cruise ships. You know what? I agree with you. And then we're going to have Virgin, and we're going to have MSC coming, Azamara's coming next year. I get it. We need to find somewhere else to go.
Well, and Carrie talking about all the people that were new on the ship he was on. And so it's a destination, definitely.
It's definitely a destination. And everybody say, do you think that there's more money out there? Okay, now there's a few things I think go into that. If there's more money out there, but I also think, like I keep saying, people want experiences instead of stuff. So I feel like more and more people are putting their stuff money into their travel, into their travel budget. So they're going a little bit more or going further than they would have before. Plus, I also think, a lot of people start traveling as they retire, and they say that it's a little bit more than maybe one generation. I don't know. But like from like our age, clear up through like people in their mid to late 80s, they say as this money moves, it's the largest transfer of wealth. I've read that in several places, like ever, because of how much money and how many people we have in this age group right now. So I don't know. Tell me what you think, would you? It's just fun to talk about. So thanks for saying that, Jerry. So Kathy, our British Isles cruise is August 13th. So if you want to come, you should come and join us. We've had some people join us last minute, and I'm tickled pink. I'm really happy to have them. So yeah, if you want to come, you can come. It's on the Regal. Hey there, Tom. How are you? He's going on an 18-day cruise on Princess, Canada, and Greenland from New York.
Nice.
Oh, I know that cruise. I know which
Yeah.
one that is. New York weather looks like hot and rain and humid. I've not been to Greenland yet. I have not, but I think, isn't that cruise in August? Which is a great time to try to go to Greenland. It's a really good time. I've noticed more ships get in like in that window of time than a lot of other times. So you'll have to tell us about it when you get home. It's on our list. Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of different cruise lines lately and a lot of different ways to see things. And some of them are so expensive, it's just out of the question. But some of them make me stop and think a little bit. So we have more great ideas. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do it in the way that would be better. So if anybody has suggestions, throw them out there. So John, nice to see you. Say, have a Coke. I don't have one here. That's really sad. Valerie, nice to see you in Palm Springs.
We'll have to put a Coke bottle up here.
Yes, we will. Oh, William, thank you for saying. I meant to lead with that. And truly,
yes.
Seeing that ceasefire between Israel and Iran threw me off my game. Yeah. I'm so happy to see that for like a myriad of reasons.
Right. But yeah, remember,
absolutely. Don is still there in that hospital. Yeah. I don't know if you saw that now they've identified a second, as he calls them, bugs. So a second infection, another
and he
germ.
said that was a more rare one.
I saw him say that. So I did. The last thing I saw was earlier. I don't know that he's updated it.
I watched that one, and it was.
Yeah, he said
he's getting a little down.
I know.
So tell him we all said hi.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, definitely send him your good wishes. And if you follow him on Instagram, I follow him there. You could follow him there. We watch his, and you know what else I want to put out there? I've been thinking about him, and bless him, trying to do videos when he's there in the hospital. I know that he knows so many people are thinking of him and want to know what's going on. Absolutely. That being somebody, also, I shouldn't say but, and being somebody that does YouTube, I know what that means to your channel when you start skipping days. So last summer, when Gordon's brother passed away and our children came, everything was all at the same time. We missed 5 days. That was horrible to our channel. It was horrible. Everything fell off. It's just a color. So I know in the back of his mind, he's thinking, what's going to happen next? Yeah. So you know what? Watch some of his videos.
Just go watch.
If you're sitting there, turn on a video that you've maybe watched it before when you haven't seen before, but turn on a video, even if you don't need to know what that topic was, and just turn it on and listen. I just let some run sometimes, and I can turn off the volume. Like if I'm going to be on the phone, I can just turn it off but it still runs, or turn it way down. I don't turn it off, but turn it way down. And then that way he gets people watching his videos. Just with a lot of love from one person that does YouTube to another. It's a big deal to miss days. So I get that. And I do like to know how he's doing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, too late for Coke, and I already assisted
your pension today.
Oh, I get it. Melody already had some. Yeah. Me too. Yeah, Melody's got prayers going for John. Yeah, everybody send prayers.
Stay out of the heat.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Tim. I'll have to ask when we're on. You remind me, and I'll ask when we're on in August on Princess, and we'll have people on before then. So everybody ask. So Jody's leaving with her daughter-in-law and 13-year-old to Bulgaria on the 1st. Well, how fun is that? Yeah. Daughter-in-law is from there. Oh, that's great. All land fun with her family. Probably missed your lives. That is okay. Yeah. Need to purchase insurance.
Just make sure you catch up after.
No, it's okay, Jody. It's okay. Really enjoy. I'm really excited to hear about that. Sometime I want to do that river cruise, and I know that's not the same as doing a land tour with people, especially people from there, and that's just going to be fantastic, the experience you're going to have. But like the one that goes from Budapest all the way over to Bucharest in Romania, and the people that I work with who have done it before, and other people have said that there's a marked difference once you get to Budapest. Like if you're coming, from Vilshoven or Passau or Amsterdam, wherever you're coming from, you get to Budapest, and then as you head further east, you do notice a difference because so much of it they haven't been able to rebuild. But at the same time, it's amazing for people that enjoy history and all of that, the culture that goes with that and everything. So it's definitely on my bucket list. So tell me if it's on y'all's bucket list too. Yeah. You just travel safely.
Have
Jody.
a wonderful time.
Yeah.
Christine says the Bank of America, they have a travel visa with no charge.
There you go, Christine. Yeah. Thanks for saying that.
So we did that.
Oh, KC, thank you. He says that last year on the Sky Princess, guest services did not have any euros. So I would say that even if you go on a ship and they have some currency, like don't have that as your plan.
No.
And I'm not kidding, Tim. I'm going to get me euros. I can get you euros. I can even get your own set receipt. You just tell me how much you want and then I'll hand it to you and we'll trade money. Yeah, truly. So
Linda and Craig use AAA.
Oh, see, that's perfect too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If anybody is where there's a AAA, I forgot they do it too.
Yeah,
they do. Thanks for saying that. Let's see. That's perfect. Thanks for saying that. So William says, get money from the casino. It will put the money on your credit card. If it doesn't have a surcharge, then you're good. Doesn't the casino though use US dollars? Tell me what you guys think. I didn't mean you're wrong, William. That's a great way to get money at the casino. Yes. I just don't know that they use euros. I thought they use dollars. So let's see. I think that if this ship uses US dollars, then tipping in US dollars. Oh, thanks for saying that, Jerry. That's a really good point. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that the people will use the money at some point. I always just worry about people thinking they're going to get to the next part and use some of the cash I gave them. That's my only worry. Yeah. So you're right. They'll use it at some point, even if they just are able to put it in the bank or something. Yeah. They'll work it out. Yeah. Hi, Patty.
Patty's
How are
here.
you? So good to see you. Really nice to see you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming. Let's see. Oh, hi there, Deidre. What a good email you sent me. I hope you sent it on. I need to take a minute and reply, but I hope you sent that on. Let's see. She uses Wells Fargo. They're a major bank. Thank you. Yes. You order online and what denomination you want. And it's, yours comes true. Wow. You know what? I never think to ask if they'll bring it to my home. Yeah. I do keep a bank at our where we live. The words Wells Fargo. I don't have an account there. I keep one at Zion's Bank is the name of this huge bank in our region, just so that I don't have to pay the fee. And it's like $5. Maybe it's more now. I've had the account for quite a few years now, but I just keep the $125 in there. And then so that there's a transaction, if you take $500 and you say, I want, $500 US dollars worth in euros or whatever the number is you do, there's always a teeny bit of money left over. And so I'll just have them put the teeny bit into my account and then it has a transaction. So they don't tell me that they need to close it.
It's a stale account.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for saying that. Everybody remember that. If you've got Wells Fargo, they're going to send it to your house.
Yeah.
So Christine, you're saying hey to Emil, who's above that? Kathy Curry. I wanted to say hi to you, Kathy. Okay. So, and Cheryl and Dale from the Hexams. Nice to have you with us there. Regal Princess had to cancel their visit to South Queens Ferry today because they had really strong winds. Oh, thanks, Fiona, for telling us. And thank you. Pray for good weather for our visit in August. Oh, yes, we are praying because we've got that military tattoo we want to go to. I'm just hoping it's a dry, sunny day. And if the sun can't come out, if it
Glasgow is in the sheltered.
Well, I know, Gordon, but sometimes it blows so hard or rains so hard. Thanks, Fiona.
I'm more worried about lunch with Fiona.
Oh, in Edinburgh, we are. So H2O Cruiser. Hi, Norma. Good to see you. See, I'm getting faster with that H2O Cruiser. Let's see.
Bank of America.
Let's see. Wells Fargo. Kathy says Princess is listed a 22-day cruise, and also it's listed as a 7-day and a 15. If you book the 22-day cruise, is it 1 or 2? Well, if you book the 22-day cruise, it's 1. If you book the 7 and the 15 separate, it's still 22 days, but it's 2 cruises. So what I always do is check to see which is cheaper. So the 7-day cruise. And you have to think if your shareholder onboard credit things and you want to think about your, which really you would earn more booking it separate, but then you have to compare with the difference in the onboard credit amount you get if you're a shareholder or using your future cruise deposits and compare that with the price difference between doing a 7 and a 15 and a 22. So yeah, Kathy, you book it however you want, but if you book them separate, it's 2, then you get credit for 2. So, does Princess still offer luggage in
Luggage
U.S.
valet.
ports? Oh, you know what? I think it depends. It
Those are
doesn't
by the
depend. It's
ports.
by the port. So I can't speak for Seattle because I haven't been in and out of Seattle this year. If anybody can comment on that. But often we've been there, and that Seattle port has offered it. Fort Lauderdale has offered it when we were there. When were we in Fort Lauderdale?
Last year.
November I was. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, in November when I was there, they offered it. So I don't think, do they offer that in LAX? I don't remember seeing the Port of LA.
There.
Yeah. So where are we staying in Galveston, Patty? We're staying at the Hampton Inn. What's it called? Hampton Inn, Galveston?
It was either the Hampton or the Hilton Garden.
I think it's the He'll look. You look, sweetheart, while we do that.
I had reservations at both.
Oh, Tim is right. So I got a sparkly captain hat. I'll bring it with me Friday. I should put it on the shelf. You're right. Thank you, Tim. Yep. Thanks for saying that. So yeah, I have like my little this little vase right here is from when you go to the House of the Virgin Mary. They give that to you so that you can get the holy water there. But it's porous. It's porous. Just wanted to say that because you're riding on the bus and all of a sudden your lap's getting wet. Like you're like, and you look and the container's all absorbed it and now it's coming out.
Yeah.
So, and then that other picture is from, I got that in Sicily. That one is actually from Messina. Okay. And then, yeah, some other things. But anyway, we'll get more fun things here. So
we are at the
Hampton
Inn and Suites.
In Galveston. Mm-hmm. That's where we're going to stay, Patty. So let's see. Let's see. Emil says, oh, he did say that.
Melody says the cruise duck would fit up there.
Oh, I should put some of those up. And some really nice people have given me cruise ducks. So does the Embassy Suites in Boston have an airport shuttle? The one does, like the one at the airport.
Yes.
Mm-hmm, they do. Yeah. And, you know, for people wanting to know, it's not very far from the airport over to the cruise port. It's not.
And it's right behind the car rental building.
That's where the Embassy Suites is located. Right. Because now if we stay there after we've been seeing the kids, we'll go put our stuff down at the hotel and then drive the car over and return it and literally just walk back. Mm-hmm. It's easier to walk back and quicker than waiting for a shuttle to come.
Oh yeah. You go down a set of stairs, you walk across the street and you're at the
parking lot and you're there. It's really slick. It's very slick and it's a nice hotel.
That way, when you get up in the morning, you're not having to figure out how to get the car.
How are you? It is so good to see you guys. Oh my gosh. Are you doing okay? Oh, wow. Just returned in May from the island. Prince, you guys went on the world cruise. How fun is that?
No internet.
Oh, you know what? That's not all bad. If you don't have to stay in touch, you know, you can stay in touch as much as you need, I think, in ports with Wi-Fi. That's just lovely. I am so glad you guys got to go. We miss you. So a couple of years ago, and Kisno is your husband's name, I remember, we got to meet them on Royal Caribbean and just had the funnest time, really the funnest time, and got to see them again on Celebrity. So really enjoyed them. We got to get on the same ship again sometime. And I'm really happy you got to go on the world cruise. That's great. Let's see. Hey, Gary, you and Edith. Nice to see you. They like the Citi Costco Visa, 3% back on all travel and dining, no foreign transaction fees, and no annual fee. You can't beat that. Everybody got that? Citi Costco Visa.
Yeah.
I need to go to Costco more. We have a membership. Last year we went one time. Ours rolls in December is when ours rolls. And we haven't been yet this year. So, I don't know.
I thought we went down there.
We got to go there again, though. I know it was before Christmas.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we need to go because we need something.
Yeah.
What is it?
Toilet paper. And trash bags.
Oh, trash bags. Big black trash bags. Okay. So thanks for saying that, though, Gary. You know what? I'm going to write that one down so people don't forget.
What's that?
I'll just remember Citi Costco Visa.
Oh, yeah.
I got it. Thanks very much, Gary. And then Hampton Inn Seaport is great. Thanks, Kathy. Yeah, that Seaport, it's not far. Block from the cruise port. Thank you for saying that. 11 minutes from the airport. Great food across the street.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kathy.
Well, sometimes it's 11 minutes. It could be a half hour from the airport, too.
Oh, here's Ray's question. Is there any way to sign up to be notified of Princess gift cards being discounted. You know what? I don't know of one. The only place I know right now that sells them ever at a discount is Newegg. And so go look there and see if you see anything about signing up or if anybody can add anything. That reminds me, I need to take care of something. Yeah, so if anybody can say, pop that in the comments so we will know. So, Kathy's going August 1st. Well, we'll see. Like when you're getting off, we'll get on. So I hope you have a great cruise. Valerie says, Alaska looks so busy this year. She's booked on an Alaska cruise later this summer, and there are going to be 4 ships in every port.
Wow.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, you wonder I don't know. I guess Alaska is Alaska. You can't substitute something else for Alaska. But I certainly respect how many ships that is coming. Yeah.
Is Trisha commenting on your
thank you, sweetheart. You're the best. So she says, regarding the game today, she'd say Princess Cruiser should be classified as social. I like that.
Friendly.
We've been working on this video. Like I've got this list of who the people are you meet on a cruise. Mm-hmm. And so we'll get that one done soon. They generally have more activities and games than other cruise lines with lots of happy participants. I love that. That's perfect. Yeah. We do need to. So if anybody missed my video or hasn't seen it yet today, Cruise Critic did this really fun list of like if you sail on this cruise line, this is like supposed to be your personality. And some of them I thought, okay, princesses, I just kind of thought that's just describing a polite person. So, and you see polite and impolite people on every cruise, right? Yeah. It's just part of life. It's a cross-section of society. So Princess is tasteful, thoughtful, and personable. Some of that just is like what you say, if you're trying to give somebody a compliment, well, they're personable. So anyway, thank you, Trisha, for saying that. Does anybody else have anything else we need to add for Princess or for anybody else? They left off Carnival. They left off Norwegian. Celebrity is chic, open-minded, and curious, and Royal Caribbean is adventurous, energetic, and social. And then the last one that I think really fits in the category, then they put some on there. I'm like, why did you put those in that category? Maybe they don't really think in categories. MSC is stylish, shabby, and globally minded. So there you go. Let's see. Do you know if there will be vow renewals on the Love Boat cruise? Tim, there has got to be.
Nothing's been
there
said,
has got to be. And so this is a great discussion. So the first time we went, they had everybody in the piazza. The piazza was packed. And they had Jill Whalen up there and the Duval, the cruise director, and the other cast members from the Love Boat TV show. And Jill and Duval did the vow renewal, the words, and everybody participated. Well, this last time they really limited it. And it was only because we were walking past the table one evening that saw the little sign up thing that I tried to find everybody and say in our group and say, if you want to do this, you got to do this paper.
Have a few.
But so I don't know. So we're going to get on that ship and I'm going to ask because people that really want to do it should get to do it. So, and Gordon and I can be stand aside because we got to do it last time. So you think I'm leaving you otherwise?
No, I suppose.
Then
and what's the ship? Is it the Regal? So it's
a big piazza.
Big ship again, yeah.
Yeah, that will be fun. So I came across the patters from the Love Boat cruise.
Well, I guess that means I don't have to get you a renewal gift.
Oh. Guess not. I'll get myself a gift. I don't need a gift. I'm okay. All righty.
I am.
Where
gift.
Were we? Stop it.
She's going to fire me. Next time you see the studio,
Jesus
is
the empty. Gift, Gordon.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Tammy is having a hard time waiting 324 days until Alaska looking for something in November. Okay, Tammy, be in touch, sweetheart. Now we got to think of what would be fun to do. I don't know which one. Yeah, come on the Love Boat if you want. Yeah. Let's see. Craig O. Oh, thank you. He says, that's right. Just let Don's videos run in the background. Yeah. And I am really praying for him, really praying that they can figure out his medicine and the treatment that he needs so that he can get back on his feet. Like for the long run. Yeah. Let's see, Lisa. It's so nice to have you. We're really glad you're with us. Thanks for coming along. Do you know what? This is a magical place to be, and it's because of all of you. Really, you all are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for being here with us. We really appreciate it. So Janet says, and then we should end soon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Why is Star and Sun relatively cheap for 7-day cruises? Are they just trying to attract new cruisers or trying to fill ships? You know what? I would say, I don't know. Well, clearly, if they thought they could charge more, they would. Are you looking? When are you looking? Tell me when you're looking and I'll tell you. So like today, I know, like I was looking at January with somebody at the beginning of January 2026, and it is really, to me, it's inexpensive. I feel like, as far as comparing it with a lot of others, you have to remember they're huge ships and they're brand new. And I also think, I think it's going to be really interesting to see, like, they just had, well, I don't know. It's kind of like this whole big thing, the way they run their promos, but you know what? Pricing changes sometimes, even when there's not a promo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes there can be a little more slump in booking. And I noticed that personally, but I also think it's more industry wide a little bit. And I don't know how much the pricing of the Sun and Star is connected to that. But I do know that people worry more when things aren't going smoothly in the world. And that's been, so, just this deal clearly with Israel and Iran just recently has been like 12 days. And I know that because they said that today as they were talking about the ceasefire. But remember, after things happened with October 7th in Israel, there was like a thing then. And so, like, as we have uncertainty, I think that really does impact things. But I really do think that as things get going back to normal again, I think those prices are going to go up a little bit. And sometimes prices just dip for like a few days and then they're back up again. And so there's just no rhyme or reason to it. I've seen some cruises that have lots of availability and I don't see the price go down. And likewise, I've seen other cruises that, they're trying to fill and the prices go down.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm saying a lot of things are tied to it.
Yeah.
I think it's more than just one factor.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you know what, if you see a good price, book a cruise and go, like, because you might not see that again. I need to have a talk with everybody. Remember, I told you to put a date to your someday. Mm-hmm. You know what? Today is my someday. Just throwing that out there. We need to have that discussion. I was going to do it last week and other things came up. But like right now is our someday.
It is.
So if you see a cheap cruise, book it and away you go. So, Daniel knows there's no luggage belly in LAX. Thanks for saying that. Let's see.
So David says 7, 15, and 20-day cruises and 2 separate cruises are better for stock perks and casino rewards, but less points for rewards.
Less points for rewards. And you have to check the pricing to see how much, because sometimes it's really close. And sometimes one is a chunk cheaper to book, one way or the other. So Hanging with the Hordes, nice to see you. How do you add stock credit to your booking?
I just put a link to the video.
Thank you. I'll do a more current video as well.
Yeah.
That one is about a year old when they changed it, but it's still fact. It's still fact. I'll do another one. I think I was on a ship when that happened. Is that my one on Carnival? I don't know, but I'll do a newer video right there.
No, you were at home.
Oh, was I? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, no, Amber Cove Part Day. So, yeah.
Okay. So, staying at the Hilton Beach Resort in Galveston. Thanks for saying that, Fiona. Let's see. 3 nights before the Love Boat Cruise. Prefer cash back to rewards. Thanks for saying that, Bruce. Thank you. I think that's the best way to do it is cash, because then it just goes against what you're buying.
Yeah.
Dave and Deb, nice to see you. Oh, they say for the last few weeks, New Eggs has only offered discounted gift cards in a flash sale lasting a couple of hours. We've signed up for a price alert for the next one. At least this is what we have seen. Thanks for saying that, you guys. So Ray and Linda, it looks like you can go to New Egg and sign up for a price alert. So do that and then just be ready to hop on it. So, Jerry says there were 4 in Sitka and 5 in Juneau. That is so many ships. Yeah. So I'm like right up the middle. I get why Juneau is wanting to limit the number of ships coming. Get that in spades. I don't know. I'm just kind of somebody that I always feel like when you are trying to get rid of somebody, at least say the good they did, right? Like acknowledge how important it is to you, but also say why it's nice to have a little less. But it's really busy. You're right. It's really busy. So Embassy Suites, Holly says, and Hampton Inn are both sold out for the 3rd. Any more suggestions?
Is that for next year?
Oh, you know what? It's probably
they're
not
not
open
ready
yet.
Yeah, they want about 11 months.
Yeah.
And they always say that they're sold out ahead of that.
Yeah. So just start looking. We were going to start looking every day around July 3rd or 4th, like looking for reservations then. But yeah, they're not even open yet, Holly. So,
Cruise Critic has a group following
New Egg, but the last discount was in April. You know, thanks for saying that, Bruce. I haven't seen it quite as much lately. Oh, Mark, nice to have you. First day babysitting their 1-year-old grandson without our training wheels. Oh, that is so sweet. I hope you're having a nice time. I hope you're having a really nice time. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever we're watching little ones and we think, oh, wow, this is really a lot, we'll think, you know what? These days are flying by. And then I back up. So,
and then I go take a nap.
So Sue and Phil said, what metro stop would be closest to the port for Holland America's cruise next year for the 4th in Boston? You look at the metro stop, would you? Well, hi there, Robert and Judy. It is so nice to see you. Hope you heard my thing. I'm not getting my confirmations like I'm supposed to, so you wouldn't have yours yet either. So let's see. For Boston, like Michael said, yep, the Embassy Suites and Hampton Inn are only showing till the end of May of 2026. So it is a year out, 11 months, like Gordon said. Nice to see you guys, though, Robert and Judy. So they're going to come with us on the European cruise, October 4th of 27, and then right in to the Northern Lights. So,
looks like it's the Broadway station on Dorchester and West Broadway.
Is there one really close?
It's
a walk, I think,
yeah,
isn't it? Because I looked at it when I was thinking of what to do. Gordon will look more closely and I'll tell you. Okay, we'll make sure. Let's see. Mitch Pett says, try looking at hotels on the Houston side of the causeway, like Kama, Texas City, and League City. Very close to the port, but less expensive than on the island. Thank you for saying that very much. So you got that, Holly? Try looking at hotels on the Houston side of the causeway. That's a good idea. And hopefully they'll probably run shuttles over in the morning, or you can get an Uber over.
It's a long ways. It's on the other side of the convention center.
Yeah, I was thinking
there's no metro stop right there.
The T is really nice, but yeah, maybe it's not a close one. When I took the how much was my Uber? I want to say around $20 from the cruise port over. You don't know where they live in Cambridge, and I'm not telling because there could be a crazy listening.
Over by
but
MIT,
it was like $20 something, between 20 and 25, I want to say. So it wasn't bad. But yeah, you could do it and then just walk. Like, it's walkable. It's a nice city to walk in. So David said it was only 50 couples for the vow renewal, and it was great. And they were really nice. I did like they had the chairs out there, and then they let some extra people do it and had us stand up and along the back. I was really glad that they added some people. Yeah. So let's see. Janet says they retired last year, but are traveling around their country in their RV. I remember you. They'll be stationary from September to March in Florida.
Oh.
So want to take advantage of some cruises. Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. You should. Yeah. Oh, Jody said the same thing. They grow up so fast. They do. Yeah. So
Colette did the stock perks for the Love Boat, and it came back quick.
Oh, thanks for saying that. Yeah. Thanks, Colette. And and usually, so I should say, you can watch my video about it because I tell you how to not have to link your brokerage account. But Stock Perks is the app, and it is the only way you're going to be getting your shareholder on board credit. There's not another way. So even though that would be nice if there were, it's not. You can't fax it or email it anymore. So Christine Duncan says, funny story about watching little ones long ago. She had her grandson and great niece who were both about to spend the day with her. They had a great time and she got a black eye. Oh my goodness. Funny things happen, don't they?
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're okay, Christine. So are there vow renewals on every cruise? I think there are in Love Boat cruises, not on all the other cruises. Nope. So I think we're at the end. Thanks so much for joining us. Does anybody have any other questions? I love you guys saying hey to each other.
Yeah.
Remember, the Princess credit card, still get 2 points for Princess purchases, but the redemption rate is lower. There you go. There you go. So yeah, let's see. You guys are fun. Yeah. And don't leave your shareholder on board credit until the last minute. Thanks.
I guess
Definitely
check on some of ours. Huh?
Yeah, it's your department.
Okay.
We have this thing, and so if you get an email back and I'm your travel agent and it doesn't show up on your booking, I can get it applied. But we just got to have time to do that. So, alrighty. Thanks for coming, you guys. Thanks, David, and thanks for saying all you cruise stars. These are so fun. On the way out, if you haven't done a thumbs up, please do. We sure appreciate all of you. Thanks for coming. Indeed. Have a great week. We'll be here Friday night.
Yep. Remember Dawn.
Yeah, and do remember Dawn.
Yeah.
So I'll be talking to y'all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.